Hello, and welcome back to Frostpunk 2. So, we are running into some issues, specifically around food and materials. We're mostly safe for materials for now. We've got an iron mine of 2.2 million materials. That'll last for a couple hundred weeks, well, more than a couple hundred. Specifically, exactly 302 weeks at the current rate. But we are losing our material extraction district over here. This is not a problem since we've got two foundries built into this other one, but it will prove an issue eventually. This is a finite resource. Speaking of, we're slowly beginning to lose our food supply. Now, the good news is that while that has been happening, now, because I'm, not a moron, I pride myself on not being a moron. Very much pride myself on not being a complete moron. I might look like one, and sometimes act like one, but I am not. So there's that. On that note, what basically we've got is we've got our outposts pretty much ready to go. So we've got a load of new outposts ready to go as soon as we can get cores to them. So as these hothouses turn off, we'll use the cores over in the new outposts that we'll make into permanent bases. And we can even expand their operations.
Every citizen is entitled to a monthly checkup at their local recovery
between
hospital.
the expanded operating outposts, which we're now going to improve the outposts and productivity of with this new logistics building, if you can believe that. So the advanced freight dock gives us additional skyway capacity, and resource production in outposts connected by it is significantly increased. So this our trust is going up, by the way, as well. We're starting to go back up after it dipped a bit. Outpost operation. Outpost upkeep is decreased more. Production efficiency in outposts is increased though. I would actually like the efficiency, I think. Liberated Youth. Steward, ever since we've introduced the Liberated Youth gatherings, groups of young people have started forming around the city. One such group, calling themselves the Captain's Vanguard Collective, has come with a request. Wildflower, Tin Man, Zeke and I melded our minds and bodies during our local gathering once said, "We want to make beautiful art, to celebrate this and praise the city for bringing us together. They want to erect a striking monument that will raise its cities and your esteem in the people's eyes. We only need some resources to make it happen. Improves relations with stalwarts, heat stamps, income per capita is significantly decreased." No. Sorry, lads, but that's going to hurt our bottom line. If it was a one-off payment, but no, that's like offering a loan out. No. I don't like ongoing debt. Absolutely not. And significantly decreased? No. No, 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 no. For artwork as well. Jesus Christ. A recast composites factory. Requires workforce and oil but gives massive amounts of materials. Manufacturing facility where a mix of crude oil and old materials is processed and remolded into new ones. I like this. So we reclaim a lot of our waste materials through there. That's ingenious. I'm glad I went with them on that. See, the AI sometimes has good ideas. Wow, who knew? Okay. I just throw it over here. Right. Now, our material stores are practically full. So I'm just going to, literally, I'm just going to deactivate this. We'll run off our stores for a while. How long will that last? 47 weeks. Right, so in like maybe 30 weeks we'll turn it back on. We've got a while before we run out of materials. We don't have to worry too much about it. The food problem is a far greater one. The goods... we'll see what comes of that. So, these are going to start now producing their own materials. In fact, that might be enough that, yeah, we're still getting a surplus with that district turned off. If you can believe that. Dare I say... Right. I mean, the thing is we desperately... Oh god, how many and why? Mechanical factory, 40 goods, 10 prefabs. Calibrated good requires a core. Automated workforce factory. Gives us all the workforce ever, but we don't really need it. It's like that literally produces workers, which is kind of crazy. Mechanical factory. Calibrated goods. Ooh. Yeah, we really need goods. As much as I'm like, if we put composites in there, we won't even need materials anymore. No, we desperately need the goods. Desperately need the goods. So much so we might need another district here, actually. Yeah. And we're going to need more housing. Right. I need to frost break a bit here. Yeah, we do. Bit of frost breaking. Okay. Goods factories are coming online. Let's see what this all does.
Learn to shield your apprentice from the dangerous aspects of your job. This is how they learn.
But yeah, I can't help but feel like these recast composite factories, as long as you've got a bit of oil, are basically like a cheat. Oh, mind you, they massively increase disease, don't they? Calibrated goods factory. We just need more stuff. Time to rest. Community service. More and more citizens are contesting the community service law we have in place. Why must the whole city help extract resources? The city has survived. We're no longer in dire need of materials. Must we keep toiling endlessly? It's true we are in no immediate danger, nor do we have any pressing needs. Maybe we should consider doing away with community service altogether. We now have the option to not have community service. At the moment we're voting on outpost operation extraction strongholds. Production efficiency in outposts is increased. We can negotiate. Frostlanders are mostly against, but partly open to negotiate. They're mostly for. Frostlanders, what would you want? Build a bio-waste hothouse. Salvaging factory. Work requirements, prefabs, materials requirement, goods output. Oh, that's just to research, that's to construct. Silica foundry. Factory where silica sand is used to smelt iron ore into materials with limited heat demand. We can build a bio-waste hothouse. Build it in one of the new districts that we've got for food.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
Right. Let's put one in. We have some spare cores. Oh, does it have to be specifically the bio-waste? Ugh. So I can't use an advanced one. Oh, you LNs. I hate them. Right, so this will waste some resources. We'll destroy it and then put an advanced one down. There it goes. Right. Now, oh, we've got the Frostland as well. I didn't look at the results. Right. Been that busy. Weather station. Increased population growth. The outpost once predicted temperature drops for Windhome. The peak is visible for miles around. The ideal place for a beacon to help travellers reach New London. Windhome Bridge. The remains of the old bridge leading to Windhome, anonymous sign hangs from the nearest side. Only death lies beyond. Whether it was left by would-be jokers or superstitious scouts is unclear. Right. We don't massively need tons more people just yet. Let's have a look then. So this can't be upgraded in any way, and it will run out. This can be upgraded, and will provide us with infinite materials when we do that. It requires a core. Okay. We can do that. The ice smelter, and I believe this could be upgraded, couldn't it? 2 cores to upgrade. People-wise... Oh, and there's some other stuff that we've apparently not noticed. It requires our attention, because it's got a little 1 next to it. I'm assuming that means... I hope that's what... Well, I'm guessing that's what it means, that there's something that wants our attention, but maybe I'm wrong. Because I don't see anything else new, and I think that's all we sent out last time. Here, we can take, catch, but get diseased. We've got 30 teams. This is going to require 20. All those cores have been used. Right. I suppose on the plus side, this doesn't actually require a core, so if we'd have built an advanced one, we wouldn't have been able to set up those outposts, so there's that. Ready to explore, Tesla Peak. Oh, is that what it's telling me? What's caves active, Whale Town active, Bird active, Rose active. So that's what the one thing means, that there's one thing that's ready. Yeah. Okay. New Londoners are surprisingly happy about us.
Steward.
We have, let's see. Oh, we can get some. We can be getting some research done. We're getting quite far along with this now. So these are just better at this then. We can research that. Oh wow, we are getting a massive material surplus without any material districts. I like these new factories. I really like these new factories. Mind you, I think that's because we've got that new settlement, isn't it? So, composite for calibrated goods, composites, calibrated goods. Let's expand this. If I put it here, is it... No, it's not getting any adjacency bonuses or anything from these hubs. So let's just expand it up. Oh, no, come on. Let me expand. There. Done. We'll build another... We'll put another building down. Where did we get that extra cord from just now? Is that from... Did this dismantle? That's probably it. Look at that.
Do not be alarmed by any unusual noises coming from the generator.
The old fuel
Routine maintenance
stockpiles.
work is underway.
Right. We've still got 10 teams. Is there anything we can explore for 10? There is, and this has got cores. We'll launch an expedition. I can't imagine that this needs a skyway to it, so maybe I'll just connect a trail up. Oh, but it will require scout teams as well to set up. An inventor. Building a pet cat. The elders will love this little guy in the care facility. A mechanical cat that wants for nothing in return. Doesn't need to be fed, doesn't need to be cleaned, but gives eternal affection and love, at least as long as the steel doesn't rust. Perhaps I'll cover it with seal fur to encourage pats. Not that it needs them. I'll name him Buster. We're on the course towards progress. Wow, we are really on the way to progress, but adaption's well on its way as well. Merit's very much on the way there, and we're definitely siding with tradition, it would seem. Our future dystopia, or I guess technically this is set in an alternate past, but still, our dystopia will be one based on progress, but also a bit of adaptation and merit, yet also somehow tradition, even though it's based on progress. Somehow. Right. We can fit another building in here. Let's see what we could build. We need a core for this. We could build one. Or we can go with something that isn't a core but gives us goods and prefabs. I guess technically then, as long as you've got enough fuel, your industrial hubs can be self-sufficient. They can just chew on their own materials that they produce themselves, recycling things forever, and even provide their own workforce. If you just have enough industrial hubs, you are forever sorted out. But it will require oil, and we don't have infinite oil. But I'm beginning to see where the stalwarts and New Londoners may have gone with all this. You use the oil, you create the mega industrial hubs, and just have free, like, all the stuff you need forever. Like, how much is left here actually? Still 5.1 mil. We've got 3,500 weeks. Oh yeah, we really needed those infinite deposits, didn't we? Oh, hang on. Are they on a deficit? Oh, we can't have them on a deficit, can we? Lucky they've got those massive stockpiles that it's been slowly eating through. Right. And we are slowly... Look at those stockpiles though, Christ alive. And they'll be full soon, if you can believe it. But yeah, our industrial hubs are practically self-sufficient. But yeah, we haven't got this... This is turned off. Like, all of this, all the foundries are off. We have no materials. And yet... There goes another hothouse.
You are not a test subject. If your doctor prescribes a novel treatment, report them
Right,
at
bit of
once.
lag while it saves. Did we end up building that logistics building? Gleaning harvester. Harvesting efficiency. What have we got here then? So we've got a tended freight dock. I don't think there's anything else in terms of buildings that we can build here. So we've got them all. So we can now outfit these as we please. We should expand all of them to have a second building. Right. Okay. We nearly finished our exploration out here. We're getting there. We're getting there. So to improve this, we would require 2 cores. That's the other thing as well. I'm saying, oh look, the industrial districts are providing so much of our own materials. We are also getting some from here. So we will soon be getting a massive amount of... Yeah, we can go from 500 to 600. And what's this? So base modifiers plus 100 from extraction strongholds. Plus 400 from IC smelter, extraction strongholds. Right. Some medical staff are concerned that a growing number of patients are abusing our hospitals. The concept of recovery hospitals is great, but don't get me wrong, do no harm and all that, but some people are milking it, said a concerned doctor. And meanwhile the waiting list grows. They want to ease the burden of discharging patients to prevent abuse. Keep it as is. Percentage of active workers is marginally decreased. Disease is marginally decreased per recovery hospital. Trust falls slightly, relations improve with stalwarts. We'll have fewer workers. We've got a lot of workers. Ooh, we were like about 600 or so. God, look at the modifiers. Well, no, it's not modifiers. Yeah, that's just... Okay, that's telling us what they're all doing. And Christ, it's a list. Now, that needs to, like, be something you click on and it brings, like, a big overview UI up or something. Because that's a bit much to have on just, like, a tab that opens up there. Right. We're on a little window, yeah, it's a bit much. It's practically filling the damn screen. Right. Logistics then. So we want at least one harvester hangar. We'll pop it over here, I guess. Now we have a survivalist headquarters. I think we've got a Vanguard logistics bay. So here's the survivalist headquarters, which lowers the risk. Plus, with the scouts training that we researched, that's lowered it another one. That's the Vanguard logistics bay. Attended freight dock. That's going to be where we put the harvesting hangar. And over here we've got another Vanguard logistics bay. I'd like another attended freight dock. I'm assuming that these things stack. But we are also beginning to run out of teams a little bit. Not massively, but it is beginning to hurt. Right, and here we are. We're nearly done with this next one as well. Let's see what we've got then over here. There's the ruins of Winterhome. A cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostland. Rumour has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gases leaking from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. The place is dead, we should move on, or explore. We need to connect a trail and send colonists. The time's come to make use of this cursed city. Dreadnought Husk. An ancient empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. Our scouts met some people living in shelters on the leeward sides, who claim the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens. One of the camp leaders said, "Stay away." And then over here, Rowett Expedition. An ironwork sits at the surface of this mine, its walls covered with designs for wagons and transports. The smaller glassworks once fabricated fragile scientific instruments. Few tools remain after many years of scavenging, but there is still iron at the very bottom of the shaft. An outpost here could increase our supply by 200 materials until its deposit of 2,440,000 materials is depleted. It's practically infinite. 42 Base. The abandoned base welcomes us with the Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on a lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost. But the training halls remain intact, along with the equipment used in attempts to contact other generator cities. We could take all the preserved supplies back, or we could leave them, making reactivating the base less costly. Exploration cost is decreased. What's this here? Curse of winter. Okay, let's just connect these. Where's Windhome? So Windhome is here. Ah, right, so we've decided what to do now. So now we can connect a path. It'll require a steam core. It'll take 7 weeks. That's going to connect everything up. Right. And there's possibly something here at some point. In the valley. Right. Maybe we can strip that of parts, like dig it out, strip it of parts, and bring them over to Winterhome. In the meantime, we've got 30 scout teams. We can send 25 over here. There might be some steam cores. 21 weeks for the mountains here. Yeah, mountains are hard. I'm beginning to find. 25 teams here. Sure, we can be doing that. Good lord. Right. I'm just realising as well at this point, like, if we're in week 500 and odd, I mean, it's like, what, 52 a year, isn't it? So, let's see, at 500 and 20, so 520, we hit year 10. So we're like a good, over 10.5 years into the game at this point. When you think about it. We've actually done exceptionally well. Right. Keeping in mind that the first game you only had to survive like, I think it was like most of I think it was like measured in days, and you'd probably get into like 100 or so in the main campaign. I think it was like between 1 and 200. And that original captain held for 30 years. It's like, imagine like playing the game on hard mode and somehow not only going, but going for practically infinitely and creating the Giga City. So basically the canon is you not only beat the first game, but you absolutely nailed it. Right, let's let this ride for a little while. We're about to hit a colder season, so we might need to adjust our resource transfer a little bit. Let's have a look. Oh no! 39 less. Ah. Right. Just move that over. Boom. Done. New London is perfectly fine, but it's got a few little problems here. It needs some repairs. We do have issues with squalor. Them filtration towers that I was looking at earlier. Squalor is significantly decreased. We have heat demand, moss filtration tower, or we can go with ventilation tower, which requires more heat. Squalor is decreased. Squalor is significantly decreased. Sorry guys, if you want me to side with you, you're going to have to come up with better buildings than this. But ours use less workers. We have more than enough workers. We're good for workers. Right. So, we can absolutely, by the way, start building. We need some material stockpile hubs. Faye Hutchinson, a poet. There's change in the air, I can smell it. It hangs above the council hall, settles between the pages of a book, kicks up from under the snow when children run by. We've only taken a few small steps away from our old traditions, but every great change starts with a single step. I'm so excited to see what the city is going to do, what the steward is going to do. The city has made steps towards reason. So we have very small steps, but tradition is far more set in. The city, we've got a new thing here, so city development effort. So in for city development effort. Heat stamps income is increased, heat demand is decreased, expedition support. Main district produces a moderate amount of prefabs. Now we can swap that out for exploration time decrease, heat demand decrease, heat stamps increase, or nothing. We're good. We've still not even added any food additives in. I think we might finally be able to get this through. Is it possible? It got through.
Are in. The measure passes.
Thought it might. Is it all built? Okay. We require Frostlander teams. It gives us additional teams. Production efficiency is increased, more scout teams will be available. Expanding it gives us even more, holy Christ, but we need cores. We're really starting to need these cores, aren't we? I bet soon we'll be able to make them. Got a bunch of teams. Okay, there we go. That's on. I just because it's saying unmet requirements, but I think I can just turn it on because we've got the teams now. Sending colonists gains access to wood, food, iron, coal, cores. Geothermal prefabs. Can I zoom in? Not more than that. But I bet that's going to become our first, like, not our first, like, our third, like, map that we can use. Oh! Are these mountains? Where were the mountains we sent everyone to? Here. It's going to be 15 more weeks. Oh, we've reduced the amount that we need, haven't we? So it's only like 18 there, and that's why we've got these weird numbers now. Right, let's launch an expedition here. We need cores. Cores are the most important thing we can get right now. Because I'm guessing this will probably want some cores to probably rebuild the generator. Methinks it will. Is this nearly out? Yeah, that's going to be done. Yeah. They can't be improved. This one, we can improve it further with cores. That one has been improved with cores. This will run out, I think, yeah. But our outposts are doing very well for us. It has to be said. We're doing excellent work with these outposts. 42 base as well, expanding this. Going to be excellent, that. Gives even more scouts. By the way, did it improve? Extraction, strongholds. Okay, so it can be improved further to go to 600. I mean, I'm guessing that we're getting more stuff. Extraction strongholds. So I'm guessing that that is... It's saying that, hey, those buildings that were built in New London are taking an effect on the logistics bay, right? I hope. Anyway. Right. We'll get all this sort of... Yeah, this is going well. We've got all these established. We're going to go and look for some more cores and explore a bit more. If it says we can find cores there, we're going for a look. I mean, some of these places, it's like, you will find nothing. So this might be one of the last places that we can find cores, from the looks of it. So I'm looking at these other places and... Okay, there might be some there. We could launch an expedition there right now. We won't need all that many, and there's another one here. So there might be cores around Winterhome, and there's some here. Thing is, you never know, it might be like, if you tear this outpost down that would otherwise be useful, you can use the cores. Right, so something that's going to take 20-ish weeks maybe, and yeah, give us cores. This looks perfect. We'll launch one here. We'll keep launching expeditions. We're gonna find as many cores as we can, and then we're gonna go here. We will need 20 Frostland teams. So when everyone comes back, we have a core spare. We can send them over, and we can start here. That's probably what we'll be doing next time. For now though, thank you very much for watching. This has been Frostland 2, and we are really starting to thrive here, I might add. Yeah, our stores are practically full, and we're heading toward a warmer season of all things. We don't even need the materials from here anymore. So we have a massive production capacity. If we get these filtration towers built, as far as materials and, I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at that. We're having to build hubs to hold it all. Our goods surplus and our material surplus. This could very, very easily And we can self-sustain off of these practically. I think those factories, where are they? Not the calibrated goods, the recast composites does require oil. But we could build another 2 of those, right? We could build 2 more of these materials factories using the oil that we're getting coming in, and still have oil to spare. So yeah, as long as we have oil, we can convert the oil into masses of materials and goods. Not only that, then we're also, as I said, we're just producing some prefabs on each one of these, pretty much for everything but food. As long as we have oil coming in, we're good for. When we get to Winterhome, we'll see how that goes, though. For now, thank you very much for watching, though. We'll drop a save here. Where are we? Put it on the second save, we'll overwrite, just leapfrogging them over each other. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time, where we'll probably be settling Winterhome on here, Frostpunk 2. I'll see you then.